So straight away, because of our time, we'll be introducing another dynamic speaker. So the man we are going to be hearing from, I know you have all read his profile, but let me just take a brief. Is the MD CEO, Intercontinental Paints Limited, a company he founded in 2006 at the age of just 25. At the age of 25, with an initial capital base of 18,000 naira, has so far employed over 50 people from inception. Besides Intercontinental initial capital base, besides Intercontinental Paints Limited, has grown into a multi-million naira company and has now become a household name in the paint and construction industry in Nigeria. Please, with a standing ovation, please, let's not sit. With a standing ovation, we are bringing to the microphone Mr. Aigbe Omoregie. Let's put our hands together for him, please. We are glad to have you, sir. Yes, please.
Good afternoon. Please sit down. Let me start by appreciating the leadership of the church for putting this together. What we are used to is people organizing prayer and fasting. That's most of the things we know. But the truth is, prayer and fasting will not bring an end to poverty. So that's why we are here. And Mr. Wole, nice seeing you again. Mr. Wole, I've been trying to get me to come speak to you for the past 2-3 years. And he succeeded this time. So put your hands together for him. Okay, quick one. I'm not a stockbroker, so I'm not going to be speaking in that direction, okay? Permit me to do something before I start. If you are between the age of 15 to 20, please stand up. 15 to 20, please stand up. For those of you on this row, please, can you clear that place? Just clear this place. Hope you don't mind, Pastor. For those of you that are between the age of 15 to 20, come here, please. 15 to 20, be fast, be fast, be fast. If you know you are not within that age, leave this space, please. 15 to 20, come this place. Come to this space here. 15 to 20, if the place is filled up, let us know. Come to the front seats, please. We have our first space here. 15 to 20. Are we good? You're 15 to 20? Come here. Thank you. 15 to 20. If you don't have a seat yet, let me see you. Okay. What about you? How old are you? Huh? 20. Come to this place. All right. Then, if you are 21 to 30, sit down, please. For those of you that are here, sit down. If you are 21 to 30, can you stand up? 21 to 30. Okay. 21 to 30, come this way, please. All right. Please sit down. So, Pastor, you see that the population in your church, 15 to 20, they are more. Okay, so let's begin. As you all know, my name is Aigbe Omoregie, and I'm just one of you. So I want you to feel at home while I speak to you, okay? I started life quite early. At the age of 13, I started a poultry business. That is, I started selling eggs. Pick egg from my uncle's farm. Started with 10 crates of egg. And within a few months, I grew that business from 10 crates to 1,000 crates every week. Then, I took that business from just that 10 crate of egg to a business that was now employing 7 workers. This time around, I was now 14 years old. So when I ask you from 15 to 20 to stand up, it's because I'm seeing you as millionaires, okay? Are we together? So calm down. So by 14, I already had 7 workers, including my class prefect. So when we go to school, you are my class prefect. When we come home, I'm your boss. We learn to respect ourselves. Then a woman with her 3 workers were also working with me. 3 children. So my life actually started from 13 years old. Gradually, we started moving. The question is, starting business at the age of 13, what was I thinking of? I just enjoyed doing it. I didn't know how to save money. That's where mentorship comes in, for those of you that are of that age now. Because if I knew how to save money when I started, by now Dangote would be too small. There was no mentorship, nothing. So the money was coming in, but I didn't know what to do with it. You can be doing business, making money, but don't know the value of that same money. Because there are different categories of people that are involved in business. There are those who are involved in it to make ends meet. While there are those who are involved in it because they just love running up and down. And in the process of running up and down, they make money. So I was one of those who just enjoyed doing something. And in the process, I was making money because whatever I find myself doing, I put out my best. So I made a lot of money. Imagine a business that was selling 1,000 crates of egg every week. At the time, an egg was just 3 for 20 naira. Imagine if I had a mentor, a business mentor that could sit me down and say, hey, now that this money is coming in, this money may not come in forever if you don't plan the next stage of your life. So as the money was coming in, I was busy dashing it out to friends and family. And guess what? When your business fails, or when the money presently you are having leaves, it is those who help you to spend it that will also ask you, what did you do with the money? Yes, so you better be wise, okay? I'm going to do a little narration and ask you to engage me. Okay? Now I moved from there. The business eventually closed down after a few years because there was no money again. This time around, I was not getting ready to go into Auchi Polytechnic. But guess what? A street boy will always be a street boy. So I will come to Lagos from Benin, go to Yaba, and buy those clothes. Those there, I don't know if they still do it now. If you go to Yaba, they'll be shaking those clothes on your face. You understand? I'll buy them, take them back to Benin, iron them. The one I bought for maybe 150 naira, I will sell for 500. I gathered capital again, gained admission to school, started buying bag and shoes, female slippers and shoes to students. From there, started selling. They used to have secretarial studies those days, departments, where you buy typewriter. There was no computer then, except those big ones. I buy typewriter, I will sell, sell to sec-admin students. Then at the end of the day, have money. The one I buy for 3,000 can sell for 7,000 or 10,000, depending on the marketing strength. I was able to grow capital all over again. Then we got to a time where another opportunity opened up. And that is why I really need to talk to you today. So long you are alive, there will always be opportunity every day for you. The question now would be, how prepared are you for when that opportunity comes? It's entirely your responsibility. The reason is, most especially within the Christian system, we are so good at praying, but very bad at preparation. Yes. We pray, we spend time to pray, no problem. But when it comes to preparation, the same time we put into praying, if we can put that same time into preparation, we'll be better than Dubai, China, and the rest. In case you don't know, the church body is so rich to the extent that if we put our money in one bank, central bank will go and sleep. They will run. A lot of you don't even understand. You don't know. But because of lack of vision and greed, everybody wants to control their money. That is not why I'm here. I'm not a pastor. I will leave that to your pastor. So, you must be prepared for opportunity before they come. If you like, fast from now till tomorrow. Opportunity, when they come, they don't announce themselves. They don't tell you, I'm coming tomorrow. You can just be inside the elevator and you are there with Tony Lumelu. I say, young man, what do you do? Are you going to be stammering? And the elevator will move less than 1 minute before it comes up. Yes. You can be at the airport traveling, or at the cap, or at the the park traveling, and you meet a big man. At that time, that contact is meant to change your life. But because you are not prepared, things will just change. You'll just be looking at opportunity that would have changed your life and your entire family. So what did I do? I gathered money while selling those things in school. Then one day I came to Benin, and my elder sister said, my husband said he wants to sell this Benzo. I said, hey, how much? So he said, I should sell it for 150,000. That was the exact money I had in my account. 150,000. Today, I believe some of you here, the phones you are carrying is up to that amount. 150,000. I said, okay, no problem. I will help you sell it. I left their house. The next day I came back. You know, elder sister, and I didn't want her to know that I was the one buying the vehicle, so that she would not know that I have money. So I gave her 120 or 130,000. I said, this is deposit for the car. When they pay the final balance, I will bring for you. Took that car. That car became my first car. Took it, went to Jinswat, bought 4 tires. Jinswat tire there was 5,000. Removed the whole tires, put brand new tire. The vehicle was not having a good look. And drove it down to Auchi. The same day I got to Auchi, somebody offered 360,000 for a vehicle I just bought for 150. So I got over, how many percent now? Over 100%. Wow. So this is possible. Then the next thing, came back to Benin, had a neighbor who was into car, then goes to Cotonou and buy cars. Okay, actually, how far? I want to buy a car. Said, he looked at me, small boy. Yes, I need Mercedes. Then what lecturers were used to driving was Mercedes, regular V-boot, and you know. He said, there's this, I have 2 Mercedes I brought from Cotonou since, so I've not seen buyer. Over 4 years now, they are just there at the car stand. Took me there, how much? He said 300 for non-numbered Mercedes. I said, okay, 300. And remember, all I have is 360 as my capital base now, right? I said, okay, I'm going to take the 2, but I will give you money for 1. When I'm done selling the other one, I will bring the money. He said, are you sure? You give me the money there? I said, yes. Took him to the bank and gave him 300,000. He gave me 2 vehicles. Took the 2 to my house. Took money again, 40,000 from the 60,000 left from the 360. Bought new tires. Drove one to Auchi in the morning, came back again, picked the other one, and went back. Then the road was good. We could drive Auchi Road from Benin to Auchi for about 1 hour, 30 minutes. I sold one for 580 and the other one for 600. I want you to listen very well. Remember, I'm coming from somewhere, from 13 years of age. For those of you who think, who want to be Naira Marley, you want to be, what's it called? Davido, all those, Whiskey, overnight. There is no such thing as overnight success. Yes. There's no such thing. I will take you through a few of my life history so that you will have some level of understanding on how success is made. So, and I had money. That was how I was introduced into car business as an undergraduate. Go to Cotonou, buy vehicles and bring. Then Obasanjo came into power and decided to put a ban on Tokubo vehicles. The business became bad. There will always be a time where business or whatever business you are doing will be hit badly. Those in the stock business will also tell you. I know of a man that was working with, what's it called now? This subsidiary of First Bank, the stock section of First Bank, where Olugbemi is. Registrar, yes. Yeah, first registrar. One of the people that was directly working with Olugbemi, because they made so much money, the wife didn't know what hard life was all about. Immediately that stock market went down, the woman rampant. Yes, some died. So ban on Tokubo vehicle, the business was hit badly. I went into Cyber Cafe in school. This time around, I was now 23 years of age. Invested 7.5 million in that business, but because there was no light and Cyber Cafe was not really, was not common, no light, nothing. The business went down. I was now owing money. That now took me to my graduation time and all that. Left Benin, tried to travel out, Norway, couldn't stay, got stuck in Lagos. But I did something. I took books from different authors. There will always be a time in your life where you will not have access to those you may be able to ask questions. Or somebody that will say, go in this direction. Always ensure that you have materials from people that have been through what you are going through. A wise man once said, he said, those that should criticize you and you listen are those who have done twice what you are trying to do once. There are people who have done 10 times what you are struggling with for once. You may not have access to them, but you have access to their books. Read. Take up their tapes. Listen to again and again. So I took up books. I started reading and reading and reading. For 3 days, I tried to stay in my room. That was what gave birth to Intercontinental Paints. So when I knew I was going into paint manufacturing, I jumped out of the room and started asking questions on how to go into it, to go into paint manufacturing, because I'm a trained journalist. I didn't know anything about chemicals or anything. So the first place I went to was a family friend of mine. And I told her, I said, Mr. and Mr. Okafo, I want to go into paint manufacturing. The woman said, what will you not do? Those who are closest to you will be the first set of people to kill your dream. So what do? Be careful who you tell your plans and dreams to. They discouraged me and reminded me of my predicament, that I didn't have money to start such a company. Do you know what it's like to start pen business? That is a big industry. And you see, there's something about me. Once I have made up my mind to do something, you are no longer relevant. That I told you is okay. That's your own opinion. I continue my search. Got to a lady called Toyin. I want to start this paint manufacturing thing. I go to say, now you're not talking. Don't worry. There's a place I'm going to take you to where they have freelance factory. There's a production person there. He will teach you how to produce. He will also produce for you. You don't need to go and have your own factory for now, but you can have your product. Yes. Took me to Yanosash. I went there, met the man, and looked at him. He looked at me and said, what do you want? I said, this is what I want to have my product. Do you have a name for it? I said, yes. He said, Intercontinental Paints. Okay. How much do you have? I said, it's 18,000 naira, home and abroad. I gave him the 18,000. Out of that 18,000, he bought plastic, bought, what's it called? Did the printing. That is the branding and everything. I also bought chemicals from it. I was watching him. That was 2006. Yes, that was the year Intercontinental Paints started. We're about 17 years now. 2006. I was looking at him, and in less than few hours, Intercontinental Paints was ready, sealed, well packaged. Just like that. Now the next question is, okay, go and sell that. I didn't know how to sell, but I have the product. Brought it home, put it in front of my TV. I will sit here, watching TV and watching the paint. For 6 months, we didn't sell anything. I didn't sell anything because I was the manufacturer, I was the painter, I was everything. But I was busy calling friends and family that I knew. The question is, how did you survive for 6 months? I don't know. But that 6 months helped me to carve out today. I will look at the paint. Where did I want or do I want the paint to be tomorrow? I was busy carving out the future of the product. I will come to you and tell you why I separated you. I will tell you the importance of the time that you are into. Then I will leave. For 6 months, there was no sales. Exactly 6 months, a call came through. And we made a sales of 1,964,400. It's all over newspaper. That opens the door completely. To cut the whole story short, the Intercontinental Paint is not only in Nigeria. We have a massive production plant in Uganda serving the East Africa region. And that was commissioned in 2017. You cannot talk of local manufacturers as far as paint is concerned in Nigeria and not mention Intercontinental Paint. It's not possible. Through this, we have also ventured into other areas, real estate and others. And guess what? When we were moving into real estate, the first property we got was 7 point something hectares, 100 plots of land. Let's now look at your age. Let me address those of you that are within 15 to 20. Are you aware that this age of your life is the most significant? If I can get back that age, I will fly. Yes. The reason is, all stuff that you should think of now is not social media, is not to sag your pants or to do your dreadlock. No, it's not fashion. See, fashion will always be there. We met it. Fashion will always be there. I was listening to our previous speaker talk about the different stages of phone and all that. And that you want to get the Z series. This is the Z series. Yes. You see, every of these things comes and go. But you see, when you improve on yourself, instead of you to begin to buy these things, you begin to manufacture what you were craving to buy. The best time of your life is now. The reason is you can dare to think of anything and you'll be able to do that thing. You can dare to dream and achieve your dream. But there is this error that is going on presently where at your age you want to belong to a certain group. No. How many of you are aware or know anything about construction? Have you been to where they are constructing houses? You've been there? Before you start construction, you clear the ground, isn't it? Then, depending on the construction, if it's a bungalow, if it's 1-story, 2-story, 3-story building, in Lagos you have a lot of high-rise buildings. How high the building would be would determine the kind of foundation that you will lay. Your foundational period is between the age of 15 to 20. If you cannot invest in your life at this stage of your life, then from your 20 to 30, you are going to have delay. That's why I decided to separate all of you. In 2009, I came up with a body called Under 20 CEO, where I was catering for young people in business under the age of 20. But before I knew what was happening, it was people that were 30 and above that started attending the event. That was what led to the Young CEO initiative, at least to accommodate everybody. You cannot be busy now scrolling through your social media from morning till evening. Don't forget, it was somebody, or it is somebody who developed the social media you are scrolling through every day. The question you should be asking yourself, what can I create? I will tell you how the answer will come. The brain is programmed in a way that it functions or produces results based on the demand that is placed on it. How many of you are computer literate here? You're looking at me. I will ask all of you to stand up. None of you. You are not computer literate. I'm talking of this group. What are you doing? So how many of you have phones? Let me see your phones. Raise your phones up. Please, I need you. Please, hello? We are very serious here, please. How many of you have phones? Let me see your phones. You don't have phones? Okay. You don't have phones? All right. No problem. If you don't have a phone, there's no problem. Now, when you begin to think in a particular direction, you are placing a demand on your brain. The reason I ask you how many of you are computer literate is because when you type something on your computer as a question or a search and press enter, the computer begins to search. And it does not rest until it produces results. And when it's giving you results, it's giving you different results. options. It starts with the top, the topmost one, and begin to analyze it down. So it allows you to choose whichever one you want. That computer you are seeing was developed by a human being. I want you to follow me carefully. The computer engine or the search engine you are seeing or you are talking about, or that all of us we use, was developed by the human brain. Somebody sat down or people sat down to come up with it. You and I can sit down and search. We have the Google search, isn't it? Somebody developed it. And the person have one head, two eyes, one, just like you and I. You see, where that thing came from is the human brain. And that same human brain has not been exhausted up to 50%. That is where you have your aircraft, you have all the lab equipment, you have everything, including the phone you are carrying. Technology had advanced. So, the same way your brain is, when you refuse to place a demand on it, that's why the reason you see that some people are dull is not because of anything. They did not cause them. That one they will say, don't drink coconut water, is a lie. It is because they refuse to place a demand on their head. Now, when you place a demand on yourself, your brain will begin to search. At this stage of your life, it is not a time for you to sleep for 12 hours. When they are looking for people to sleep for 12 hours, they are not talking about you. Go to bed by 9. Wake up by 12. Between the hour of 12 and 3, you should be busy. Doing what? Not on social media, but thinking, what can I create? If you practice this for 1 month, 2 months, you will begin to see differences or some changes in your life. Always ensure that you have biro and you have paper. You must learn to jot down your ideas. There are some that will come to you that will hit you hard that you may not even. Okay, let me say this. There was a time I will go to a school in Ekiti and stay there inside the school all alone, nobody. Oh, I'm the type of person who enjoys time alone because I know how to think deep and begin to write whatever comes to mind. Those jotters, I still have them to date. So there was a day, the journalists, they asked me, are you surprised at where you are? I said, I'm not surprised. Though. I saw where we are years ago because I wrote them down in my diary. So there was this period of my life, I had the urge to go design a flying jacket. Yes. Something that you just wear. And it was Lagos traffic that influenced that flying jacket. Because sometimes you just spend hours. I called a friend of mine and said, look at you. He looked at me and I said, you believe not just your witchcraft. See, carry and come here. He didn't understand. I did not pursue that dream. One day I was in my office watching CNN. I saw that somebody had developed that same thing about 5 years later. I called him and said, come and see the witchcraft. That's why I said, some things you will see or your brain will produce will hit you that even you'll be afraid. That's why you need mentors. Your pastor is here. He's into stuff. He's already a mentor to you with what I'm saying. That's why you need mentors. And when I say mentors, young women, don't go and meet people that will spoil your life. No. I'm talking about those that have proven themselves in their various industries. Then, those you should emulate are those that have track record. See, don't be envious of those driving big cars today. Do you know why? The big cars of yesterday, they are no more. the big cars of today will be no more tomorrow. My people will always say, now who build that first? Now who build the yeye one. That's just the truth. You can't waste your life from the age of 15 to 20. When I was leaving for school, I told my parents, I said, I'm not going to serve. They said, why? I said, because I don't have the intention to work with any government. But that does not mean government will not come and consult me where I'm seated. Then while we were graduating from school, during the last party, the graduation party, I told my colleagues, I said, I'm going to establish my business so some of you will come and work. Single-handedly, we have been out of school now for going to 18 years. Single-handedly, I know how many people I have raised millions of naira for to help their business to settle down. And I know of how many of my colleagues that work with me both directly or indirectly. The best time of your life is now. Then for those of you that are between the age of 21 to 30, see, the pressure of marriage, that is where it comes and when it comes. Where parents will tell you, you are 25, we'll go and bring husband. Where your father will look at you and say, at your age, I was already giving my father money. Really? Yes. I have a young man in my office, so brilliant, but he's so pressurized by parents to either do something good, quick money, go and marry, do this. And that pressure have a way of making you take the wrong decision. Yes. And anything good that will last take time to build. I traveled to different countries to address, is it a business body, young people like this? And there's one thing that is common among the African continent, is that most parents just believe that children should grow and come and take care of them. See, it is good you take care of your children, your parents. You understand? But please, not at the expense of your destiny. And don't forget, Bible says, honor your father and your mother. It did not say pay their bills. That's just the truth. It says honor. How you honor them is your business. But this say take up your responsibility of paying their bills. I didn't start giving birth this time. My children are just 4. So you want to tell me I should wait for those children to grow up. Maybe when they are 20, 25. By then I will be close to where I'm going to. Yes, now. Before I will ride a good car, maybe buy a private jet or do anything. No, now. And you see, a godly man leaves inheritance for his children. What are we talking about? We have bastardized the scripture. I'm not preaching, no. Just calm down. Remove yourself from that stress, that pressure. My father, my mother. Then some parents will just give birth to children and expect his first son to come and train them. Really? You understand? So how can you be so irresponsible and expect me to come and take responsibility for your irresponsibility? It doesn't work. Let us address the problem the way they are. Remove yourself from the societal pressure and begin to align yourself in the right direction. As funny as it sounds, that is the reality of a lot of young people from the age of 20 to 30. And if you cannot have a focused life within this age, by the time you enter 30, it's a different ballgame entirely. It's a different ballgame entirely. Start something And whatever you start, please be patient with it. Another syndrome that I see among young people today is that when they start something, they want quick money. No. Anything of value takes time to grow or mature. When you give birth to children, from that very day at the hospital or house or farm road, anywhere the boy, no matter, the baby will take time to open eye, abi? For those that they say baby now, they'll just open eye from belly straight. But no. It takes time. The baby will open the eye and gradually, first month, second month to 1 year, then the baby will begin to recognize people. But at a stage, you can leave them in one place. They will not hurt themselves, right? The same way business is. Your business, when you start it, is a baby. Don't mount pressure on that baby. You don't carry a baby and say, go and give me water. Really? Now, when I come home, my son can take my laptop bag, as heavy as it is, and be dragging with it to take upstairs. But when he was just 1 year old, he couldn't do that. Now, when we are traveling, those days traveling with them was problem because you have to carry them and still be carrying the luggages, most especially when you have to be transiting from one country to another. But now they walk on their own. In fact, they will even be dragging their own bus along. That is the way business is. When you start something, you must be patient with it. Yes. See, let me tell you something. Do not compare yourself that is just starting something that is within a year or two to somebody who have been in the same industry for 20 years. You will never have the same result. You must be patient with yourself. This is beyond motivational speaking. No, this is reality. That's why I don't ask when you say motivational speaker, who will be motivational? Me? Like, now those people will tell you do this. This is, you understand? This is reality. This is reality. This is what we deal with every day. Every day. When you start a business, be patient with that business. When you start a trade, be patient with that trade. For those of you here, how many of you are learning any kind of thing? Fashion, carpentry? Yes, what are you learning? Get up. How to bake. How long have you been doing it? Do you have a mic here, please? Can we have a second mic? Let me know. How many minutes do I have? Okay.
Praise.
It's going to be interactive session, okay? So calm down. Please. Yeah, the lady standing. What's your name, please? Tell us.
Jennifer.
Jennifer, what are you learning?
How to bake.
Huh?
How to bake.
Talking to the mic.
How to bake.
Okay. Have you finished your secondary school?
Yes.
Okay. Are you in the university?
Yes.
Okay, but you are learning how to bake. What are you studying?
Like I've learned, finished,
okay,
so I'm on my own now doing
okay.
it.
And you're also in the university?
Yes.
Good. Yes, you can clap for her, please. Encourage her. I'm going to ask you a few questions. Are you making any money from it at all?
Yes.
Good. Now, like in a week, how much do you make?
Depend on the orders I collect.
Okay. But every week you get something?
Yes, for sure.
Do you have savings?
Yes.
Okay. Thank you. Any other person into any other business? Okay. Tell us your name and what you do.
Joshua. My name is Joshua.
Tell us, please.
Presently, I'm learning cobbling.
Your name. Talking to the mic.
Joshua.
You're learning what?
Cobbling.
Huh?
Cobbling.
Coupling. Okay, coupling. Okay.
Like
Yes,
oil.
yes. For sure. Okay. So you shoe manufacturing, right?
Of course.
Okay. What you are wearing? Who did this?
I am the one that did
You
it.
did what you are wearing.
Yes, sir.
You didn't buy it.
No, I didn't buy.
Good. Have you started selling?
No, I haven't.
Okay. Where are you learning?
Around my vicinity.
What's the name of the company?
Not a company.
It's not a company.
Yes, sir.
The guy is just doing it. You join yourself.
Sir?
Calm down. The person teaching you, is he running an organization? Is he running a company?
Nope.
It's a one-man business.
So proprietor.
Okay. So, and you are learning from there.
Yes, sir.
No problem. Sit down. Any other person? I want to take one more person. Okay, yes. Give that lady with at the back. Yes. Tell us your name, please.
My name is Anita.
Anita. Okay. So, what are you learning?
Do ice cream business.
Ice cream. Good. So, are you into the business or you are learning how to make ice cream?
I'm into the business. I know how to make ice cream.
Do you know how to make ice cream?
Yes, sir.
Okay, so you learned it.
Yeah.
Now you're into the business.
Yes, sir.
Do you sell every day?
Yes, I have a shop,
Okay.
but I'm not the one running it because I'm still in school.
University?
No,
Secondary school? What class are you?
SS3.
Okay. But you already have a shop
Yeah.
and you
It's like
employ
a
somebody there.
partnership.
Okay, partnership.
Yeah.
Okay.
And like I go for events that needs ice cream. I go for events that needs ice creams and popcorn.
Mm.
Yeah.
Okay, so and you make money from it?
Yes.
How good is the profit?
It depends on the order.
Mm.
For example, if I'm making ice cream for people here, like 200 people, each person, you tell me each person how you want the ice cream to be.
Yeah.
So like the order you make would determine the quality of your ice cream.
Mm-hmm.
And the amount you paid would also determine the quality of your ice cream.
All right. Thank you very much. Sit down. Listen. There's something I need to talk about. You don't become disciplined when you are old. You learn discipline from childhood. Nigeria, the government is not our problem. We are the greatest problem of ourselves. You must be disciplined to become anything in life. The way you eat, the way you package yourself, the way you compose yourself, the way you speak, your presentation, most especially when you are standing before people you have not met before. Discipline is what took David to the palace. Yes. You think it was because of the anointing? No. He knew how to play instruments that could calm the king. Then when he got to the palace, it was discipline that kept him in the palace. Because some youth will be doing like this, or picking, or making noise. They say you don't have a second chance of making a first impression. Do you know what it took them to bring me here? My air ticket to low is close to 170,000 for me to get here. And you're making noise? No. No matter how small the money may be, the church is spending money to organize this program for you people. Discipline is key for you to become anything in life. You must learn how to package yourself. And when do you learn it? From when you are young. as a woman, as a young man, you don't just leave your house and wear anyhow thing. No. If I ask you now, I want to be doctor, I want to be this, I want to be this. Really? Whatever you want to become, start practicing it now. I was in secondary school when I bought bicycle. And that bicycle was my limousine. Oh, yes. You dare not touch that bicycle anyhow. When I want to pass dirty water, I will raise the bicycle up and use my leg to pass it. I would rather clean my shoe than for that bicycle to be dirty. Because I knew who I was. Now the question, do you know who you are? I want to be this. I want to build house. I want to have money. You want to have all these things, but you don't know how to package yourself. Are you aware that there are opportunities that will be open and they are not looking for people with talent? They are just looking for responsible people, trusted people, people who you can trust, people who can represent the organization or represent the family or represent anybody. So you cannot just come with your trouser here and somebody will call you. No, it's not possible. You cannot come with one nose on your earring. There are places you can't enter with that. Your hair. You cannot come with your mouth having odor and you think people will listen to you. No, as you are talking, the person is like this. These are facts every day. See, I deal with young people every day. 90% of my staff, they are all young, within the age of 22 to 28. And this is what I tell them every day. You are coming to church. After all, it's church. Let's just dress anyhow. Some of you will not even bath. Really. You forget that between your house and the church, you can meet somebody and you say hello. The hello, your mouth odor will slap the person. Boom. It sounds funny, but this is the reality. You cannot be looking anyhow and attract a king. Last year, I was speaking at a conference in New York during the United Nations General Assembly. Tony Elmelu was also speaking at the same time. So the team were both there. And the man is a big man, trust me. Of course. He's a global big man. When we were done, we walked towards each other and shook hands. Sir, I'm honored to be speaking alongside with you. Maybe they invite me, Anna, but we're not at the same level. You must learn to humble yourself and learn from those that are ahead of you. But you cannot get to some certain places or sit at a certain table except you are well packaged. Why do you think multinationals spend money for branding? Why? Because Benin will say, I eat the food before the mouth. Somebody will see you from afar off. Your posture will first of all attract the person. Some of you are walking. Really? No. To your step, the way you open your mouth to talk. Some of you put your gun. You don't know when there is a visitor around and when there is no visitor. You don't know when to open your mouth and talk and when not to. Then when you see somebody, there are places you go to until you are asked questions, don't talk. Be slow to speak, but quick to hear. This is a church. The Bible is complete. Use roll-on. The roll-on must not be expensive. Brush your mouth. Even if it's one shoe, clean it properly. Talking. Why? The one shoe tomorrow can become 100 shoes if you know where you are going. There was a time in this Lagos, I was sleeping inside a car. That car was my office, was everything in my house. But when I stand, if I don't tell you, you will not know. Build your self-confidence. Also build your appearance. That you are 15 years old, you are 20, does not matter. It is a child that can become a president tomorrow, isn't it? If you want to become a president, begin to live like one now. Yes. If you want to become a governor's wife, begin to live like one now. If you want to become a business owner, begin to live like one now. Enough of all this madness going on in town. If I ask you people questions now about any business owner, you only know maybe a few. But if I ask you about the reigning musician, you will know. Invest time into building your future. Because a time will come, all these things that your pastor is preaching now, make it while the sunshine, do this, do this, do this. They will not be ringing in your head like memory verse. Hey, pastor, tell me this one. Oh, these people, they organize these things. Except God is no longer living. Whether you are a Christian or Muslim, there are laws that work. They are called universal laws. Seed time and harvest will never cease. Did he say tomato? The seed time and harvest, did he say yam? No. Your seed time, you should not regard it as your harvest time. What is your seed time as a young person? Your seed time is that that period you invest into your life while others are playing. Every 10 naira you have must not go into ice cream or anything. Save 1 naira, 2 naira, 5 naira out of it. Then you must be responsible and accountable. Some of you, they cannot advise you. Really? And you want to become somebody. They can't advise you. You are Mr. Or Miss Know-It-All. If you are like that, I can tell you where you will end up tomorrow. Yes. There is no much time for me to speak. I will take you through the days of darkness and glory of a man's life. When you see a man that people now celebrate, oh, this is the MD of this, oh, this is this, it's a lie. It was not born as MD or a celebrity. You see, when you ask him to pull his shirt, you will see scars. I did not tell you the scars. Or the nightmare of establishing business, staying put in it, or the crisis that one has gone through. So before you envy anybody and wish you are like them, please settle down first and ask them question. What are those things that happened to you that you wish never happened in process of growing your business? If you fail in life, your generation will not forgive you. Because those people that are here that are ahead of you, they are putting everything together to ensure that you don't fail. A lot of us did not have the privilege of sitting like this for different people to come and tell us how to succeed. Even while we were in church, all the programs, this one demon must die, this one must die, this one must die, raise offering, do this. I sat there, I was listening to your pastor say that they want to pay school fees, you want to do. Really, they will take the one you have before you pay your school fees. That's just the truth. So if you fail, you're in trouble. When I left school, my business had collapsed. I went to my pastor and said, Please, I need help. She looked at me and said, you don't come to church to ask for help. Say, you come to church to give. The only 1,000 I had in my pocket, she took it. And I left that church, I never looked back. Yes. But you are here, the pastor is saying, we'll send this one, we'll give this one money, we'll give this one, pay school fees. Really? You pay school fees. They will take the money from your father or your mother before they come and pay school fees. So that they go and pay their own children. So if you fail, your generation will curse you if you are not careful. But my prayer is that no one here will fail. Okay. Have you started putting your questions together? For those, how many of you are into business here? Everywhere. If you're into business, let me know. Huh? What do you do, man? Huh? Fashion. How long have you been in it? You graduated from fashion school or university? Okay. All right. How many machines do you have now? 2 machines. How many staff? Just you for now. Okay. Any other person in business? For those of you that are in business, let me see your hand. Okay. How many people do you have? What do you do?
I'm a ghostwriter.
Eh?
So I'm a ghostwriter.
Ghostwriter?
Yes.
You write for newspaper?
Not anybody, actually. I write anything you want me to write for you.
Okay.
Just give me enough details.
The ghostwriting,
Yes.
how has it been paying your bills?
Well, at least I'm a student at the moment. And
Studying what?
Mechatronics engineering.
Okay.
I'm in my penultimate year.
Okay.
So it has been sustaining me from my second year now. And now I'm in my penultimate year.
So far, when people see your articles or your write-up, what's the feedback like?
Well, generally, it's always it's nice, and some go ahead to give elaborate reviews, while some just stay at it's nice, it's a good article. But so far, I don't think. I think perhaps it's because I mostly get reviews from people I know, so they tend to give good reviews and all that. But I publish on public platforms, and I also get reviews from strangers too as
You
well.
send whatever you have written, send it to Mr. Wole. He will forward it to me.
All
I want
sir.
to see what you have written.
Thank you, sir.
Sit down. Any other person in business? Yes, let me see you, please. And let me hear from you and what you do.
My name is Juliet. I'm a fashion instructor.
Okay,
I
ma'am.
instruct people on how to draft on both male and female outfits, a fashion designer.
Okay.
Yeah.
Are you the owner of the organization?
Okay. Venturan Fashion School.
Okay.
Yes, I'm the owner of the organization.
Okay.
And I've trained a lot of students, and through there have made a lot of money. So,
Okay. Thank you. Any
Yeah.
other person in business?
My name is Olorowa. I'm into wig making.
Wig?
Wig making.
Okay.
And I also sell hairs too.
Okay. How many people do you have?
None.
Okay. All right. How old is the business?
2 years.
2 years. All right. Thank you. Sit down. Talking about business, you must run business with the consciousness of growth. I repeat, you must run your business with the consciousness of growth. No matter how small, even if what you make every month is 20,000, you must have a structure. A lot of business owners don't know that Nigeria actually have a lot of things they can benefit from. But because, one, they are limited as far as information is concerned, then two, they are not well structured. So when the opportunity comes, they miss it. Your books must be in place. I'm not saying go and hire an accountant. No. Keep your books very well. Ask somebody into accounting, come and teach me how to keep my books, how to record everything that I do. So that if somebody come at the end of the year to say, can I see your books? You just bring out your book and say, Oga, At the beginning of the year, this is what I started with. Now, this is where we are. And you should be able to show all the activity of that business, okay? This will help people to invest in your business easily. Some of you, all you are looking for is just 1 million. Abi? For your business to move to the next level. Meanwhile, some of us are using that same 1 million to buy shoe. Yes. Yes, see, let me just tell you the truth. Your miracle, what you are praying for as a miracle, is another person's money or whatever they spend to buy shoe or wristwatch, or just to say, friends are gathered, let's drink. Believe me. Yes. And please, don't go and invest in phones when you don't have capital. A lady came into my office one day and was asking for money for business. And she was carrying 3 different phones. And when I calculated, the 3 put together was around 1.4 million. I told her, I said, you are moving capital. Yes. So you are moving capital. Just that you are not disciplined. Go and sell these phones and start business. When your business grows, replace your phone. She left my office and never came back. Have a nice day. Hello? So please, what you are looking for, there are people that they just have it. That's what they just dash at. So you take. So position yourself, package yourself properly, be responsible. Do you know why you need to be responsible? Because you will attract your kind. If you are not responsible, if you are not presentable, you will never attract the kind of people that can change your life. Are you with me? Are your questions ready? If you don't ask questions, then this program is not necessary again. If people don't know the kind of question to ask, then this program, if they invite me, I know come again. Because it's like coming to waste my time. I can't stand because most of the people here, they are between the age of 15 to 30. Yes. Please give him the mic.
Thank you very much for.
Let's know your name.
My name is Fadipe Munyolowa Daniel. So my question, I think it was Brian Tracy or someone who said failure stories are more important than success stories. And I'm glad you also mentioned it during your talk that a lot of people that are successful today have had times in their lives where they were at their low point. So I understand that for most people, at least from what I've read, what I've heard from successful people, they will always talk about how it was the focus on their vision that kept them going and all that. So, but I want to believe, well, at least it is my own belief that.
What is the question?
No, I want to make sure everything is clear. So what I want to just ask is, at those points where you were at your low point, what other thing kept you going? What were there certain rituals that you, ritual in the sense that things that you consistently do to keep yourself focused and keep just going?
Good. Sit down. Thank you. I will answer that question. As a young person and as a business person who is looking for opportunity, you must learn to be precise and you must learn to hit the nail on the head. Do you know why? Not every person you meet, most big men don't actually have the time for you to go to Sokoto and come back before you want to. Put your word together and go straight to the point. Your question is, how did you go through your downtime, isn't it? But going to this ring, this side, coming from this side, the person will just leave because those big men value their time more than the money. That's why a big man will tell you, I'm going to buy private jet, because that time is going to use to sit down for Emirates, for Virgin Atlantic, or Delta to mess him up and go through one transit or the other. He would have arrived at his destination with his private jet, seal a deal, go back to another place. All these things you need to understand. How did I go through my downtime? First, every human being that is successful today always, or at a point in their life, had a downtime. But mine, what I did was, when things were bad, I ensured that I encouraged my spirit, grew my spirit by reading books. It was during the downtime of my life that I was able to carve out what my life is today. It was during that period that I was able to dream, because I didn't have anything, so there were no distractions. You understand? Because success comes with its own wahala. That's just the truth. Success has friends. This one will call you, the other one will call you, this one will call you, depressed people will run after you. But when you are alone, maybe you are Christians now, this is a church. Haven't you read that this one was alone, this one was alone, this one was alone? In their alone time, the angel of God came and God said, and their life changed. The same thing as mine. That period, I used it to pray, I used it to study, and I used it to carve out whatever it was I wanted to do in the future. And I was able to outline those things I needed to do, and was following them one after the other. There was a day, one man looked at me and said, one person, somebody cannot just stand with you for 5 minutes without you talking about your dream. Because the dream was now so much alive in me that I can't have conversation with you without talking about it. You understand what I'm saying? Did that answer your question? Thank you. Any other person, please? I will think of books for you. When you say recommend books, everyone here, they're all different. You understand? So the books that will work for you may not work for those at the age of 15. You understand? All right, thank you. Any other person, please?
Yes, sir. As a growing entrepreneur,
Let
sir.
me see you and your name, please. Okay,
Olorunwa.
Okay, go ahead.
As a growing entrepreneur, sir, how do you get to promote your business aside from telling friends and family? Social media, fine. On WhatsApp, you tend to post. You post every day. Same people get to see them. But aside those two that I've mentioned, how else can I promote my products?
Okay. You're into fashion, right? Oh, sorry, hair.
Yes, sir.
Good. You see, you people even have advantage now compared to when we started. Because you have platform from which you can sell your product. When we started, there was no WhatsApp, there was no Facebook, there was nothing. That's just the truth. So, and to do one newspaper publication then, it was big. Not now that things have changed. So what you need to do is, one, like you are into hair business, get different people to wear your hair. Snap them. Let them post on their different platforms. Attend events that have to do with what you do. You understand what I'm saying? Yes, there are different events. There are fashion events. I don't know if they have events for hair, but there are platforms for everything you do. And when you are posting, you tag those people. You understand what I'm saying? Take your hair. There's another way you can sell your product if you really want to gain. Pardon? Outside that, do you know that some business people are just too selfish? I'll tell you why. If you sell, or if you're a fashion person, or you are like you're into hair, look out for a big person in your environment. Make one cloth. Madam, I just want to make free cloth for you. You understand what I'm saying? That is marketing. You know that what you are making is good. You know your hair is good. But you don't have that platform. Even if you have that platform, it is somebody that will still recommend you. Are you aware the hair you are selling for one person for 50,000, another person can pay 500,000 for it? When you have identified those people that can pay 500,000, carry one hair or one cloth and go, man, I just want to say thank you. I've been watching you. You've been an encouragement to me. This is what I do, and I've come to say, take this as gifts. The person, they said that person is a devil. That woman or that man will not sleep. That person will become indebted to you. How can a young person be so responsible as to start business and come and give me this as gift? I beg, my friends, let's go and patronize this person. So marketing does not really have one way to say, okay, this is how to do it, this is how to do it. You must continually be creative, because your environment is what determines your creativity. Because what works for A may not work for B. You understand? B may have been marketing on social media for 5 years and she's just getting by. Why you will come and just dash one head to one woman, she'll go and bring one contract that will change your life forever. You understand what I'm saying? So if you are waiting for me to tell you, oh, this is how to do it, no. Study your environment, then you will know what to do. Okay? Any other person? Yes, ma'am.
Okay, thank you. My name is Delight Omobude.
What's the name?
Delight Omobude.
Okay. You're a Benin woman? Oh, yeah.
Oh, yes, sir.
Good. Go ahead. She's my sister. No, she doesn't. Okay, go ahead.
How do you effectively grow a business in a university environment?
That one is simple. You see, the business you do while in school, they are in preparation for where you are going to. Because the school is not your final destination. It is a transit point for you. You understand? But what you do in school is like a base for your life or your future. So, but if you now have a business in school that you are doing, it is simple. You have friends, isn't it? Talk to your friends. Gather them. While you are in school, after lecture, this is what I do, this is what I do, this is what... You must be friendly. Some people are not just friendly. That will not work for you. If you are not friendly, business is not for you. Just forget it. Yes, so you must be friendly at that stage of your life. But when you have grown your business and your brand is now well known, that you don't need to be the one to go and sell it. If you like, don't be friendly. Your business will still sell. Yes, now. Tony Olumelu does not have to go and do marketing for UBA. I am here now. I don't have to know you before you buy my product. You understand? But at that stage of your life, you cannot afford to be rude. Yes, so when you are starting a business, it is one-on-one marketing, one-on-one relationship. You cannot afford to be rude. You must be friendly. My sister, well done. No, that's everything. Let me help you do this. Let me help you do this. To other people, you may be foolish. It's a lie. You are very wise. When people see how friendly you are, they will be the one. And the best form of advert is one person talking about your product to another person, and that one is talking to another person. You understand what I'm saying? So that is how to grow a business within a school setting. But make sure it does not affect your reading, okay? Last person, please.
My name is Maiwa. Sir, I would like to ask you, aside from the inspiration you get from reading of books, in your business particularly, I observed that some of the business you do, you have no prior knowledge to them. Now, at the point when we are starting, at that early stages, like how did you manage to take some certain decisions that still kept you going? Is it that you make consultations, or you tell, because you said speaking with your close people are the first set of people that can probably put you down. Now, how did you manage to now like get that right information? I don't know how to put it best, but that's.
Sit down.
Okay, sir.
Put your questions together. I'll give you another opportunity. Let me take another person in this position. Yes. You must learn to put your questions together. You understand?
Good
Yes,
morning,
sir.
sir. My name is Armstrong.
Armstrong,
Yes, sir.
go ahead.
Yeah, as a young graduate and an optimistic graduate who is desiring to venture into a particular business,
Mm.
but does not have prior knowledge about the business. Now, in what way can the individual go about it? You using your life experience, you said you consulted, but you are in an environment that is limited. The kind of people that surround you or where you grew up, but are you're an idealist, you know what you want to do, but how to venture into it. And also, it's a two-in-one question. Even if you now have idea about a particular business, but you are restricted in capital, is it advisable for such youth or such individual to borrow to start up a business, considering the current situation of Nigeria?
Okay. If I understand you very well, your question is how to start a business that you don't know anything about.
Yes, sir.
Then two, is it advisable to borrow money
Yes, sir.
to start a business in the absence of capital?
Yes, sir.
All right. It's simple. How do you start a business that you don't know anything about? Go and learn it. There's nothing new under the sun. Yes. Remember, I didn't know how to manufacture paint, right? But I went to a place to launch my product. Then from there, I started learning. Look for somebody or somewhere where they're already doing what you want to do and go and learn. You must humble yourself. If you like, be a graduate. Let that person not even have primary school, primary six certificate. Right now, there are some countries where your certificate does not matter. It is the skill that matters. Yes, sir. Do you know how to do carpentry work? Yes, sir. But I'm a graduate of this. Can you a whole hammer and nail? You understand? So go and learn it. And most time, the person you are going to learn from, you may even have more. You may even be brilliant more than that person. You understand? But humble yourself, learn. Then you now apply your intelligence to what you have learned, and you become better than that person. Because school gives you, or education gives you an edge, makes you one step ahead of other people who are not educated. Now, your last question is it okay to borrow money to start a business? The answer will be yes and no. Depending on where and who you are borrowing from. Do not take interest loan to start a business. It is dangerously wrong. I did not say it is completely wrong. I said it is dangerously wrong. Don't take interest loan to start a business. When you are starting a business, the first people you get capital from are your close friends, your parents. People will not tie rope on your neck. If you take interest loan, they will start counting the interest for you. And most time, the business you are starting for the first time may not even succeed. Yes, so I'm sorry to tell you that. Most of those businesses you are starting for the first time may not even succeed. So take money from your parents. And don't go and look for a business that you put millions of naira. Meanwhile, you are just starting. No. Start small. Take 50,000 from your parent. Take 100,000 from your parent and begin to grow it. If you can grow 100,000 to become 1 million, then you are an entrepreneur and you're an industrialist. What did I say? If you can grow 100,000 to become 1 million, I can tell you you're an entrepreneur and industrialist. Are you ready now? You did put your question together? Huh? Okay, I've answered it. Okay, thank you so much. I'm rounding up. Okay, lastly, there is a platform where I mentor young entrepreneurs. I cannot give my number to all of you. God knows I love the youth. This is what I do every day. I can't give my number to all of you. I'm going to send I have a platform called the Young CEO Initiative. We have the Young CEO Cooperative. It is for young entrepreneurs. On that platform, you can apply for grants. You can apply for anything. For those of you that are into business, okay? You apply because they will ask you, is your business registered? If you apply for grants, but at least you have access for mentorship. But first of all, you register to that platform. Registration is free. I'm going to send the link to Mr. Wally. I don't know how you're going to share it. Maybe if I send it to your phone, before they go, you can send it to them. I don't know. So it'd be nice talking to you. And Pastor, thank you so much. God bless you.